Right, here's a hopefully quick video. While I'm waiting for my mistake to correct on the sled video that you might have seen, I just had an idea. And so I've got vices, I've got several vices on this bench, which is nice. But sometimes I do find myself sort of, if I've got a wider board or something like this, you know, imagine that's like a side of a cabinet or so, I end up like clamping it to the side and maybe putting another clamp there. You know, if I'm working on it, if I'm doing vertical dominoes or something like that. And obviously when you take the clamps off, if you've got a heavy board, the clamps are just going to like fall on the floor or whatever. Because I've got the Matchfit grooves now, I thought to myself it would be quite nice having a Matchfit groove running along there so that I could put the clamps in that way and clamp things, and then when you unclamp them, the clamps stay where they are and you can just take the piece of the panel out or whatever. But I thought it's quite a faff getting a router and running it along that, you know, finding a straight edge that I could run it along. This, you know, this bench is already made, it's not going anywhere. And then I just had an idea that I don't need to route it into this particular piece of wood. I mean, it'd be nice to keep the side of the bench flat, but I can just take a strip of plywood, route a Matchfit groove down the middle, and then just screw that on there. And yes, it's bringing the side of the bench out a bit, but I think it's going to be a much more useful way to do it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I've done 3 of them in total. Got this one here, one on the end of my bench here. It's a little bit short, but it's just the scrap of wood I had. I can always replace it if I want to, but I mean, this is more than 60 centimetres, so it'll easily do a cabinet carcass panel. And then next to my pretend moccasin vise, I've got another one here. This one was the first one I put in. You probably saw, I did a little video. And I used 4mm screws, and they're okay. The fixing's fine. I mean, it's not going anywhere, but I did 5mm screws for this one and the one on that side, and have to say they're a lot tighter. So if you're going to do this, I would go with 5mm screws rather than 4mm. But yeah, really happy with those. So now, if I had a big panel I wanted to work on, and I wasn't using one of the vices, I can pop it in there. And you know, it's quite easy, even though there's 2 things to do that one-handed. And then when I release these, they're not going to fall on the floor like when I was clamping it to the side of my workbench. And I've got tons of space there for, you know, pretty wide things to clamp. So yeah, really happy. Right, just need to get on with that sled now. You'll have obviously seen that video before this one probably, but in real time I've got to do that now.